Hello students, welcome you all for the session Value Education. This is another paper which we have going to learn. In this paper, we must know the value of our education. Say, there is a difference between a people. There is a illiterate and educated. In IT sector and other companies, they need only graduate people, whether they have arrears or not, but they need only graduates. On the other hand, if a person who were studied up to +2, after that he were in some other works, same age, one is illiterate, he is a dropout in school maybe, or other hand it may have up to +2 or something, right? The another one, the person who studied graduate. IT people needs only graduates rather than a school dropout, because they know the value. The graduates know the value of education. This is what we need. Here we must understand the values, or else there's no difference between a school dropout and us, right? We must know the value of education. Let's see what is the value education. The education provides good quality to the people with proper human values and moral that change the behaviors of person and the society in a useful way. We see most of the person nowadays everywhere, every areas, every towns and villages, we can see easily the colleges everywhere, right? Colleges everywhere, but there is no value because lack of people's idea. See, in those days, if a graduate in our society, in our street, the people show on finger them, see the graduate is going, see the people, because those days there's a value for education. Now it become business, simple business. There is no value. If we pay fee, we can get degree easily, like that. Nowadays the current scenario of education, we pay, we get degree, right? But we must know these things, the value education. If we fail to know the value, it's highly danger for us. There's no difference between a illiterate and us. See, value education builds the necessary value of good character among the students' community, right? See, simply, a doctor who studied medicine, treating people, will be respected for his job only, right? What he studied regarding the medicine, treating people, it's a respected job, right? If he acts like a responsible person with good values in the society, the values he holds define him higher than the degree he holds. This defines the doctor's ethics. See, we have everywhere, every street there is a doctor, we can see. Yeah, everyone study doctors, they can give medicines, they're referring medicines sake of business, right? See, two things, uh, medical and education. These institutions are, those days, these are all the noblest job, right? To save a person, health and education, right? To give proper education to the next generations. Education only runs the entire society, right? The world is based on education, right? See here, if a doctor's as a responsible, respected job is to treat the people, but those only are good, those who treat with some social responsible. That's the ethics. Same here. Next, an engineer could have been skilled and knowledge to create bombs, but the engineer refused to do such human destroying jobs, even if he has given large sum of money. That defines the engineer's ethics, right? This is what the engineer's ethics. Education that teaches the higher characteristics of honesty, faith, responsibility, mercy, love, mercy and honesty, faith, responsibility, mercy and love needs for one's life, and for the society is value education. Education widens our vision. It sows seeds for a person's economic development, but value education connects a person with the world. Value education supports human relationship in family and society so that the society can produce effective workers. Value education develops a man into a complete human being. Say, education gives us a degree, right? What if there is a doctorate, he get doctor's position, he has some social responsibility. The doctors only who treat the people, it's not at all, it's their job, right? But he has to service to the society, right? In few doctors we can see that they have a free treatment for poorer. It shows the kindness, right? The same doctor, even if he don't has to give free treatment, but the word which he exchange with the patients, it shows his kindness, right? His faith, his honesty, his responsibility, everything it shows, right? To safeguard the person is responsibility, but honesty also there. The honesty is, I has to say everything, these are all the things this we have to do, right? To not snatch the money from the patient, to treat the people with a low cost, right? These are all the values, right? Person's economic developments, right? So seeds for a person's economic development is education, right? Everything will wind up, but education, money, if you have money, if you spend it, it will finish. But if you have knowledge, if you exchange it, it will increase, it gives a benefits, right? This is what the education, right? See, A value education connects a person with the world. Value education supports human relationship in family and society, right? The thing, value education as a growth, safety, love, family. See, not only education helps, but see what we have studied, whether it's accountancy or science, maths, whatever it is, the respect toward the people, concern toward the people, helping minded, right? Needs and importance of value education. The number of educated people have increased, but the question of whether the quality of education people have increased or not arises. See, our country has developed in higher education, technologies, inventions, and scientific inventions, but the number of violence, terrorism, murders, and vandal has increased. Say, if educated people have the values, then there is no chance for murder, terrorism, violence at all. But then why the qualities of honesty, justice, discipline have degraded? The solution for this problem is value education. See, our country having number of colleges, institutions, and the graduates are increasing, but rather than this, the problem, there is no honesty, there is no justice, discipline, everything, because the lack of value education. The lack of value education, space research and technology development. At the same time, this violence, disobedience, terrorism in the country has also developed, right? These things having the problem that both are increasing. If there is a education have means we must know the values of those education. We are lacking, something is lacking in the system, that these are all the things are decreasing. There is no honesty, justice, everything. Only value education eradicate all this social evil to live without fear and to live safely in the society. Value education is the need of the day, right? Say, animals in the forest do not have any rules to follow. They wander and do things as they wish, but man cannot be like that. He has the responsibility to live cooperatively with the society, right? We say humans are social animal, right? Why? He depends the society, he depends family, he depends one to another in the society, the neighbors, right? He has to, whether a person who want to be independent to live in home, but he depended with the society, right? Okay. See, a baby born start to live with his mother, father, brother, sister in his family. Next he goes to school, whether he find friends and teachers, then he goes to college, and then he starts to work in a company. See, these are all the procedure of a baby to human, right? Here we are studying, right, money minded world, right? Money minded world. Education, when education were selling, the automatically the values is decreasing. See, those days people are illiterates, but humanity there, they have care for the society, they have care for the people, whether he are relative or religion, they won't bother. These are all the things, caste, creed, religion. Yeah, some of place it has the caste problem, right? But later days it's were fighted against the caste and creeds than untouchability. But people having some honesty, right? Number of number of persons have uh, fighting for this untouchability and all, right? Then those days people having concern, care for the people, but people, this is the essence of value education. See, concern the people. We have to obey, we have to help, right? In the sense, not to money, right? Money is everything. People are looking for money these days, but no, only money is nothing but concern, right? Caring, helping people, helping others. This is what the education, right? Value education is a need for a healthy, honesty, crime free and safe society. Value education become a very important things to be taught to enhance the ethics in the society, right? Even if a man is educated, he is being selfish without social responsibility. Man is losing his value because of his selfishness. Without having concern for others, some people who works as a higher officers in organizations are seen as rude and arrogant people with qualities like pessimism, non-cooperative, anger, lying, backbiting, and corrupted. These kinds of people are no use for their family as well as their society and country. Right? Selfishness, what's that? Right? People say a good human help people. Selfish only for is no use for their family, society, and country. Right? We must help one to another. That's the value. Right? See, due to selfishness of some people, the country facing vandalism, robbery, corruption. To solve all these issues in the society, value education is needed. We are failed. People think, right, after plus 2 we have to go for a degree and we have to finish and we have to go for a job. Only thinking of earning money. The essence of value education is we have to help, we have to learn what we have learned, we have to apply it. Not just what we read, it never come with us, right? we have in school days, college days, there is a difference, right? Why early once we have shifted one class to another? Because nothing is permanent, changes alone. In changes we can see the difference, different teachers, different papers, and those days papers and these days papers, they have some changes, right? The changes because we must know the value of ourselves, right? See, I have cleared 10th board exam, so I have promoted to 11th standard. Likewise the thing is going, right? These changes we have to learn. Sir, what we have learned, that we have to uh, tell. But here the changes learning, right? Failure is a stepping stone of success, right? Why? Once he has seen different lessons. The lessons teach us. The lessons teach us, right? These are all the changes. Value education is very important. What we have studied, getting marks is not nothing of education. We have cleared education. We get graduate degree. Is degree is a namesake. The value is different, right? Okay. See, the value education is very important. Respect the people, help the people, kind, honesty, and crime free. Sir, we are the next in power. Some may have go for government sectors, some may become a politicians, right? We have to stop the crimes. Some may have go for law, right? We have to stop the corruption. When we are becoming officers, we have to be stop getting money from the people. We have to be, right? The policemen, everyone, traffic, they have the different sectors, municipalities. To get biodata, we have to pay. Sorry, if we want to get the birth certificate, we have to pay, right? This is what we have. Corruption, that to get scholarship, to showing that we are less income. If we need a community certificate, we have to get community certificate to give bribe, right? This is what, there's no value for them, right? These days value is money, but we don't think about education, value of education. Just we think about value of money, right? We shall discuss in next class, right? And with these few words, right, I will say few quotes great to people, right? Education is not the learning of facts, but the training of mind to think. Albert Einstein, right? He's telling beautifully, he says that education is not learning to fact. Learning of facts, it's not education, but it's trained to think the mind, right? Without experienced life, no one can be called educated. Bernard Shaw. See, education, it's not only to getting knowledge from institutions, but also the personal life, right? This is what we have to understand, that experiencing also a learning, right? Experience also a learning, right? Think better, do greater. Inshallah, we will see next sessions regarding value education. See, value yourself, right? Value your education. Think better, do greater.